Post-molt rest period management of racing pigeons, a comprehensive guide. Abstract. The post-molt rest period is a critical phase in the annual cycle of racing pigeons, Columba livia domestica. Proper management during this period ensures optimal health and performance in the upcoming racing season. This scientific report provides a comprehensive guide to the physiological changes during the molt, followed by detailed recommendations on nutrition, loft management, healthcare, and conditioning during the rest period. This report draws on over 2 decades of experience in pigeon racing and husbandry, integrating insights from veterinary science and ornithology to provide actionable strategies for fanciers aiming to optimize the post-molt recovery phase. Introduction. The annual molt in racing pigeons is a demanding physiological process that significantly impacts the health, energy reserves, and feather quality of the birds. The completion of this process marks the beginning of the rest period, a phase in which the pigeons recover from the stress of molting and prepare for the rigors of the next racing season. For the experienced fancier, this period offers an opportunity to focus on recovery, strengthening, and rejuvenation of the birds to ensure they are in peak condition when training resumes. This report will explore the key aspects of managing racing pigeons during the rest period, including nutrition, loft management, health protocols, and psychological conditioning. Physiological overview of the molt and its after effects. The molt is a biologically programmed process during which pigeons replace old, worn feathers with new ones. This process typically lasts between 8 to 12 weeks and involves the gradual shedding and regrowth of feathers, starting with the primary flight feathers and extending to the body and tail feathers. The energetic cost of molt is substantial, with significant demands on protein and micronutrient stores. Key physiological changes during the molt. Feather regrowth. Feathers are composed mainly of keratin, a protein that requires amino acids like cysteine and methionine for synthesis. The molt places increased demands on the pigeon's liver, where proteins are synthesized. Increased metabolic rate. The energy required for feather production increases the pigeon's basal metabolic rate by approximately 20 to 30%. Immune system stress. The energetic diversion towards feather regrowth can weaken the pigeon's immune system, making them more susceptible to infections and parasites. Behavioral changes. During the molt, pigeons often show a reduced interest in flying or training due to discomfort and fatigue. The rest period, therefore, should focus on mitigating these physiological stresses and restoring the pigeon's health and vitality. Nutrition during the rest period. A balanced and specialized diet is paramount to aiding recovery and preparing pigeons for the upcoming racing season. The focus should be on providing optimal levels of protein, fat, vitamins, and minerals while also allowing the bird's digestive system to recuperate from the high-energy diets typically used during the racing season. Macronutrient requirements. Protein. Feather regrowth during the molt depletes the pigeon's protein reserves. During the rest period, maintaining adequate protein intake is crucial. However, excessive protein can lead to kidney strain, so the focus should be on high-quality protein sources that provide essential amino acids. Recommendation: 12 to 14% protein content in the feed, derived from sources such as peas, beans, and lentils. Supplement with amino acids such as methionine and lysine to support tissue repair and feather conditioning. Fats. Pigeons require a moderate amount of healthy fats to rebuild their energy stores and support immune function. Fat also plays a role in maintaining skin and feather health. Recommendation: 5 to 8% fat content, emphasizing sources like safflower seeds and linseed. Omega-3 fatty acids from flax seeds or fish oil can help reduce inflammation and support cardiovascular health. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates remain a key energy source during the rest period but should not be provided in excess. The aim is to avoid unnecessary fat gain while maintaining steady energy levels. Recommendation: grains like maize, wheat, and barley should form the bulk of the carbohydrate intake. A mix of 30 to 40% corn with 20 to 25% barley can provide a steady, low glycemic energy source without encouraging excessive weight gain. Micronutrient requirements. Vitamins. The post-molt period requires a focus on antioxidant vitamins A, C, and E to reduce oxidative stress, as well as B-complex vitamins for metabolic support. Recommendation: Vitamin A, 5000 IU/kg feed, for immune health, vitamin E, 200 IU/kg, as an antioxidant, and vitamin B complex for nervous system and metabolic support. Minerals. Calcium and phosphorus are essential for bone health, while trace minerals like zinc and copper support feather health and immune function. Recommendation: provide a mineral mix with adequate calcium, 1.0 to 1.5% of feed, along with access to grit to aid digestion and supply trace minerals. Probiotics and prebiotics. Post-molt, pigeons can benefit from probiotics to restore gut health, especially after the stress of molt. Recommendation: use a probiotic supplement with beneficial bacteria such as lactobacillus and bifidobacterium to improve gut flora balance. Prebiotics like fructooligosaccharides, FOS, can be added to promote healthy digestion. Loft management during the rest period. The loft environment during the rest period should focus on promoting relaxation, hygiene, and comfort. The loft's layout and conditions can significantly impact the bird's health and recovery. Air quality and ventilation. Good air quality is essential for respiratory health, especially post-molt, when pigeons are more vulnerable to respiratory infections such as ornithosis and aspergillosis. Poor ventilation can lead to ammonia buildup, which irritates the respiratory tract. Recommendation: maintain consistent airflow through controlled ventilation systems. Avoid direct drafts, but ensure there is enough air circulation to keep the loft dry and ammonia levels low. Hygiene and parasite control. After the stress of molt, pigeons are more susceptible to ectoparasites, mites, lice, and endoparasites, worms. The rest period provides an opportunity to thoroughly clean and disinfect the loft. Recommendation: regularly clean loft surfaces with disinfectants such as Virkon or iodine-based solutions. Replace old bedding with fresh straw or shavings and provide pigeons with baths to promote feather conditioning. Parasite treatment. Administer a broad-spectrum anthelmintic for internal parasites and a topical treatment like permethrin for external parasites. Repeat treatments as necessary based on fecal egg counts and visual inspection. Lighting and rest. During the rest period, it is important to mimic the natural shortening of daylight that occurs in the post-molt months, allowing pigeons to experience a natural rest cycle. Excessive artificial lighting can disrupt hormonal cycles. Recommendation: provide 10 to 12 hours of daylight, either through natural or artificial lighting, to align with seasonal patterns. Avoid sudden changes in light duration, as this can disrupt molting cycles and recovery processes. Healthcare and disease prevention. The rest period is also a critical time for disease prevention and health monitoring. After the molt, pigeons are often in a weakened state and may be prone to infections. Vaccinations. Pigeons should be vaccinated against common viral diseases like paramyxovirus, PMV, and pigeonpox, which can pose significant risks to a loft's health. Recommendation: administer booster vaccinations for PMV and pigeonpox, ideally towards the end of the molt or immediately after the molt finishes, to ensure immunity is strong going into the next season. Health monitoring and diagnostics. Regular health checks are essential during the rest period. This includes monitoring weight, feather condition, and behavior for signs of underlying health issues. Recommendation: weigh pigeons weekly to ensure they are maintaining a healthy weight. Inspect feathers for signs of poor regrowth, which may indicate nutritional deficiencies. Conduct fecal tests to monitor for parasites and consider using crop swabs to check for respiratory infections. Psychological conditioning and socialization. Although the rest period is primarily a time for recovery, it is also important to maintain the pigeon's psychological well-being. Racing pigeons are social animals, and isolation can lead to stress and reduced performance in the long term. Group dynamics. Pigeons should be allowed to socialize within the loft, but care should be taken to monitor for aggressive behavior, especially among cocks, which can lead to stress and injury. Recommendation: keep the loft's population density at a comfortable level, and separate aggressive individuals if necessary. Provide perches and resting areas to minimize territorial disputes. Mental stimulation. While heavy training should be avoided during the rest period, light exercise and mental stimulation can help keep the pigeons engaged and ready for the upcoming season. Recommendation: allow short flights in the aviary or loft to maintain cardiovascular fitness and muscle tone. Introduce puzzle feeders or foraging opportunities to encourage mental engagement. Conclusion: the post-molt rest period is a pivotal time in the annual cycle of racing pigeons. By focusing on balanced nutrition, optimal loft management, healthcare, and psychological conditioning, fanciers can ensure their birds recover fully from the demands of the molt and are prepared for the next racing season. With careful attention to detail, this period can set the foundation for peak performance in the coming months, ultimately improving race results and overall loft health. Mastering the molt. Essential factors for a successful racing season. The molt, a critical phase in a pigeon's life cycle, holds the key to a successful racing season. A smooth and flawless molt, characterized by the emergence of perfect new feathers, is not only an indication of good health but also a testament to effective management practices. As pigeons undergo this demanding process of renewing their plumage, it exerts a significant toll on their bodies. The raw materials essential for feather regeneration are derived from the food they consume. making nutrition a vital component. In this article, we delve into the significance of a successful molt, its implications for racing performance, and the factors that contribute to achieving optimal results. 1. Evaluating performance through the molt. 1.1 Indicators of performance potential. The manner in which a pigeon undergoes its molt provides valuable insights into its genetic makeup and racing potential. Pigeons that exhibited subpar performance in previous seasons or those that returned in a depleted state after being lost can be evaluated based on their molt quality. A slow and challenging molt, accompanied by inferior feather quality, suggests a potential decline in performance for the upcoming racing season. Such indications serve as a reason for considering replacements within the race team. Conversely, pigeons that undergo a quick and seamless molt, showcasing pristine feathers, signify the bird's successful recovery and increased prospects for a strong performance in the following year. These observations bolster their chances of retaining a spot on the race team. 2. Flaws in feather growth, fret marks. 2.1 Understanding fret marks. During the racing season, the appearance of fret marks on feathers can signify the strain endured during strenuous flights. When a pigeon exhausts its energy reserves, the lack of essential nutrients required for feather regeneration can result in these distinctive lines on the emerging feathers. Known as work flights or battle scars, their impact on future performance remains negligible unless the weakened shaft breaks. If a flight affected by fret marks breaks, particularly on the outer wing, it can cause a significant handicap, especially if the flight on the corresponding side is also compromised. While it is possible to remove such a flight, it is advisable to wait until the completion of the molt before taking any action. 3. The influence of nutrition on feather quality. 3.1 Feathers as barometers of health. Feather quality depends on factors such as overall health, ample rest, and a nutritious diet. A pigeon's prolonged illness or a deficiency in essential nutrients during the feather regeneration phase can result in suboptimal feather appearance. 3.2 Rest, a key ingredient. Rest plays a pivotal role in facilitating a smooth molt. Pigeons that continue to race or raise late offspring undergo the molt later than those relieved of these responsibilities. Providing them with plenty of rest enables a more efficient molt process and positively impacts feather quality. 4. Maintaining optimal health. 4.1 Seeking professional advice. To ensure a successful molt, it is crucial to prioritize the overall health of the pigeons. Consulting an avian veterinarian when unsure about the bird's health can provide valuable guidance. Some medications may negatively affect feather growth, making it necessary to wait until the molt is complete before administering treatment. Worming preparations, in particular, can adversely impact the molt and require careful consideration. Always review the accompanying instructions and warnings provided with any medication. 5. Nutrition strategies for a successful molt. 5.1 The importance of a varied diet. During the molt, it is recommended to feed pigeons a diverse molting mix. This blend should contain approximately 30% legumes, which are rich in protein, the essential building blocks for feather development. Additionally, incorporating oil-rich seeds enhances feather regeneration. Commercial small seed mixes or personally curated combinations of seeds such as canary seed, rapeseed, peeled oats, paddy rice, sunflower seeds, millet, buckwheat, hemp, and peas, accompanied by an equivalent weight of flax seeds, provide an ideal supplementary mix. Flax seeds, historically recognized for their role in promoting a healthy molt, contain vital amino acids often lacking in standard grain mixes. Incorporating this mix into the regular feed at a ratio of 1.5 liters per 25 kilograms ensures comprehensive nutrition during the molt. 5.2 The role of minerals. Minerals are crucial for the growth of new feathers, evident from pigeons' heightened consumption of mineral powder during the molt. Pigeons willingly consume minerals while rearing offspring or undergoing the molt, but their interest wanes outside of these periods. Providing greens and pickstones further complements their dietary needs during this critical phase. 6. Satisfying the bathing instinct. 6.1 Bathing and preening. During the molt, pigeons exhibit an increased inclination toward bathing. The emergence of new feathers, possibly accompanied by scales and flakes, triggers an itchiness that compels them to bathe more frequently than usual. Consequently, molting pigeons engage in extensive preening to ensure optimal feather condition. This behavior is also noticeable upon their return from races during this period, as they spend extra time on rooftops meticulously attending to their feathers. Offering pigeons a bath at least once a week allows them to fulfill this instinctual need and aids in maintaining feather health. Conclusion. The molt is a natural, annual process that healthy and well-fed pigeons effortlessly navigate. Viewing the molt as a form of illness is a misconception, although it does slightly reduce a bird's natural disease resistance. Certain ailments are more likely to occur during this phase. While various supplements are available, such as Pre-Molt Plume Plus, their necessity remains unsubstantial. I'm an experienced ex-pigeon racer from England, and I can offer valuable insights and guidance on all aspects of pigeon racing, from breeding to racing. During my racing days, I managed a small team of no more than 70 pigeons, including stock, young birds, and old birds. It was not uncommon for me to send as few as 6 birds to a race and still secure the top 3 positions out of up to 2,500 pigeons in my club and federation. My race distances typically ranged up to 300 miles, and I consistently achieved top 5 placements in my club. My expertise extends to the art of selecting excellent breeders, including evaluating pigeons based on their eye sign characteristics. I firmly believe that true champions can only be bred from top quality stock, and I can guide you in identifying and acquiring such pigeons. I understand that many pigeons for sale are advertised based on their lineage or pedigree, but I emphasize the importance of assessing the bird itself rather than relying solely on paperwork. As part of my offer, I invite you to share photos of your pigeons, including their eye sign and wing characteristics. I'll provide you with free advice on racing and breeding based on my extensive experience and knowledge. Additionally, I will share auction links to high-quality breeding birds that have the potential to produce winners in your loft. Here's what you can expect to receive from me. A comprehensive Word document containing valuable insights and strategies for successful pigeon racing, including specific racing methods for both old and young birds, as well as general advice. Private YouTube videos sent to your email, covering various aspects of pigeon racing, from breeding to race preparation. Detailed recommendations on supplements and additives to add to your pigeon's drinking water, with scientific evidence supporting their effectiveness. Similar products are used by professional athletes and racehorses to enhance performance. Assurance that your pigeons will race home faster, provided that you have quality birds to begin with.